So I just figured I'd start here so I could show you. This is the manual. Title page. Warning page. Online setup. Main menu. Controls. Support information. That's all. That's the game manual. So, now you know. Is it just me, or does he look really weirdly cartoony in that picture? Yeah, I can use my web pull ability to disarm enemies.
It all makes sense. Fisk becomes the kingpin by eliminating all his rivals with his anti-crime task force. And the public thanks him for it. He writes a few big checks and everyone looks the other way. But it's not just the task force. I've been taking his enemies down too.
Hey, Spidey, I need a friend real bad.
Oh, really?
Someone's in trouble.
Well, you've got a friend in me, buddy. Did that train just go down when I approached? What am I doing here? Oh my. You're kind of struggling back there, aren't you? Oh, there we go. Ow. You know, the train's off of you. You can... Are you like a long-term smoker?
Harry probably knows more about Fisk than anyone.
Maybe you should get that checked out, dude. Like seriously, that's not healthy. I mean, that's not a I got crushed by a train cough. That's like a serious pulmonary issues cough. No, let's get you to a hospital.
I am not a horse. Do not kick me.
In this city, they support you.
I missed the gap that I wanted to go down. Oh my gosh. Did I just like kill him? Pretty sure I just like severed his spine on that landing.
The shaken victims.
Yeah. I wonder if I go back to the homesies and change costume. Can I just get rid of the tears in this one?
I'm always awesome. Sometimes I'm extra awesome.
You heard Spider-Man what? Oh, it keeps missing the... really? It's just... the webbing is not nearly as responsive as it needs to be to... oh, whoops, missed it. Because like, I want to go down a certain street, but then I missed the street because the web waited an extra second.
Closely with Fisk. Maybe he's got inside info on it.
The web waits an extra second while I'm holding the button before it actually shoots out, and then I'm on the next building by the time it happens. Oh wait. What's that last one? What the? Oh, this is the last one I got that I didn't actually look at. Or wait. But wait. I don't remember seeing this one. Huh. People say Spider-Man is amazing. This guy is amazing. Been reading The Amazing Ricochet since they started in 1998. When I found this jacket with the perfect R on its back at a thrift store, I couldn't help but put the rest of the costume together. Maybe I'll adopt the persona myself if I'm ever having an identity crisis. I have no idea what Ricochet is. Is that like a hero, a comic book hero within the Marvel Universe? Seismic radius, seismic speed, ionic potency? What? I mean, the jacket is cool, but no. There. Stitch it up. I really do like that outfit. I think it's a really cool look for Spider-Man. And it looks slightly less ridiculous than his regular ensemble. Still equally ridiculous in that it's still a full-body skin-tight spandex suit, but, you know, doesn't look quite as ridiculous as the general bright red and blue regalia.
It all makes sense. Fisk becomes the
Yes,
kingpin
yes,
by
we know,
eliminating
it makes
all his
sense.
rivals with his anti-crime task force. And the public thanks him for it. He writes a few big checks and everyone looks the other way. But it's not just the task force. I've been taking his enemies down too. And the one who's been pointing me toward them is Craven. Can't let him get away with this.
Every day a new crisis, a new distraction. Armed lunatics take hostages in our building. Some low-level employee gets himself electrocuted on the job. I don't need this. I can't have it. And the whole city's a mess. If the police can't keep order, I will. The battle armor we're developing for the military could help. I don't have the connections in local government to make it work, but I know a potential investor who does.
I wonder who that is.
No more inside information on Fisk. I've got an... Who's
now
more
we're gonna have a
likely to
meet and
talk
greet
to
with
his old
Harry.
pal Peter Parker than some nut in a costume?
You know, it would be really cool if there was a part where you have to go out swinging and stuff, but you don't have your costume on, you're actually Peter Parker. Like something happens where you don't have time to put it on and you have to just jump out and go save the day in street clothes.
Wow. Everyone knows Fisk is crooked. But you're saying he's actually setting himself up as the top crime boss in New York?
That's what I've been hearing. I'm working with Whitney Chang on a story, and she needs proof. You're closer to Fisk than anyone I know.
Not really. He keeps his business private. But, as an investor, I do have access to the task force's financial records.
Oh.
Okay. One of the addresses you gave me came up. Large
Addresses?
payments to a security consultant. Fisk handles all the personnel decisions. He's the one who hired this Kravinoff guy. But he cooked the books, so technically, Oscorp's paying him. He's trying to throw me under the bus.
Join the club.
You okay?
Yeah, it's just... I trusted someone I shouldn't have. And I probably should have seen it, but... after losing my dad and Uncle Ben... I guess I wanted to believe...
You wanted a father figure. I know what that's like. My dad shut me out of his life to focus on saving his own. And all he ended up leaving me was the disease that killed him.
Huh?
You. Was that in the movie? Well, I don't think we need to bother with any of this. We're done here.
Harry, I'm sorry. What is it?
It's genetic. Very rare. Degenerative. My father extended his life by spending a fortune while he looked for a cure. I don't have that kind of time.
There's gotta be some hope.
Gene therapy. That's what all my dad's research was about.
Okay.
Your task force. Their body armor has medical applications. Can it help at all?
It's not a cure, but it can give mobility to people who can't get around on their own. The task force has helped me improve on it, and protect my research from criminals who'd steal it. But it was a mistake to work with Fisk.
He knows you're sick?
He figured it out. And now he's waiting for me to die so he can take Oscorp for himself.
Unless you designate somebody else in your will to take control of the company? Isn't that a thing you can do?
Is that why Norman started the cross-species experiments?
Yeah. He thought he could give himself the resistance some animals have to conditions like this. But the closest he ever got was the work he did on spiders with your father.
But Dad disappeared. And his work went with him.
Listen, Pete. Take it from a guy who knows. When the people you trust turn their back on you, it's just proof you have to handle your problems yourself. But sometimes, you still need help.
Harry, I'll do whatever I can for you. Just
really
tell me
weird
what...
how he stood
Spider-Man.
up.
No one knows for sure how he got his powers. But he looks to me like the only successful, healthy example of cross-species genetics out there. You take pictures of him. You must have some way of reaching him.
Well...
Peter, I need Spider-Man's blood.
Oh, how about that? I'll just be taking
That's
this.
what I'm talking about.
And I guess have a nice day. Oh look, your personal journal? I don't mind if I do.
As if I didn't have enough problems. Now I have to worry about Oscorp being stolen out from under me. Donald Menken's supposed to work for me. And for now, he's doing what I say. But it's obvious he'd like to run the place. Then there's Wilson Fisk. He keeps offering to buy the company. I might even sell it, if I didn't need Oscorp's research division to find a cure for my disease. I've got to watch them. They'd both stab me in the back without thinking twice.
Such is the life of a rich person. Hey, do you mind if I take a listen to this? Say something if you do. Alright, cool.
I caught up with Peter Parker. We used to be pretty good friends when we were kids, and our dads were partners. I was hoping he might be able to tell me more about his father's research, but he doesn't know any more than I do. Less, actually.
Well, gee.
Based on Dad's papers, I get the impression Richard Parker went on the run because Dad wanted to weaponize his research. Typical Norman Osborn. He either ran off or killed the one guy who might have been able to save his life.
I guess that's that then. And, message? Harry what? I hear Oscorp's developing new micro-bomb. Oh, those kinds of pumpkins. Okay. So you can hide them in anything, and they're testing them in Halloween. They're testing them in Halloween decorations? That's... Is that supposed to be why they're pumpkins? Wait, is that for real? Is that legit, or did they just make that up spur of the moment for this game? Are those pumpkins? No, those are apples and bananas. Okay, well, pumpkins? Pumpkin's pumpkin.
Huh. A little early for Halloween, isn't it?
Here's your pumpkin.
Now that's a beautiful shot. I hate to do this behind Harry's back, but he's been acting strange lately. I'll only give this to Jameson if it looks like Oscorp's breaking the law.
Oh hey, I guess I just gave it to Jameson. I'll only give it to Jameson if it looks like Oscorp's breaking the law. Oh hey, you got it good.